And another pattern I'm noticing when they start stalking me, stalling me, don't let me use the bathroom like that anywhere I go. People will be walking towards me, actually, like they can't see me. Even there's ample space, they try to bump into me. A guy just did that. Some guys were singing happy birthday to them, happy birthday, I don't know what it's about. And the guy came, purposely tried to bump into me. As I was coming earlier to the turnstile over there in front of the police precinct, the guy also tried to bump into me. He was wearing like a light blue jacket and he'd be working for the Department of Homeland Security. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. I'm sorry. So he'd be working for the Department of Homeland Security. The guy just came and bumped and touched me. So they're trying to provoke me. They say I'm going to be the next John Danieli. So they hire a lot of the street gangs and the dirty cops. So they can kill anybody. Because they say Jordan Neely was killed by a white male that said, it was crazy, was had to kill him for self-defense. So they're trying to provoke me. So Alvin Bragg, you can't ignore this anymore. I'm a homeless immigrant seeking justice in America. My mother was killed in Bellevue Hospital by her daughter's bond and for who feign mental illness on her. I'm gonna kill those prior to killing my mother like that. Those daughters also feigned mental illness on me in 2001 when my mother, you kidnapped me and dropped me with them because we were evicted here on Staten Island here in New York City. I'm actually at the Staten Island Ferry, Manhattan side. So in 2000, but as soon as my mother brought me from Nigeria, I was arrested at JFK, after that I was released by the immigration from the immigration prison in 2000 or so, October. I was arrested in July, I was released in October 2000. So I spent a few months in immigration prison. And so after I came out of prison, the landlord evicted me and my mother from my home of Staten Island. So my mother took me to accompany her to Pittsburgh, where the daughters she dumped me there. And the daughters, called the police on me. One of the daughters, Flora, ran me over with a car, and the other daughter, Bolanle, told the police I was attacking them with a knife. And they went and dumped me in the psych ward. After my mother dumped me with the daughters in Pennsylvania, the daughters called the police and got me locked up in the psych ward, Mercy Hospital. So I've been getting abused since 2000, 2001. And so I had to tell the hospital that I have an immigration case in New York because my mother tricked me. She lured me to come to Pennsylvania with her. Said she wanted to go to Pennsylvania real quick to get something from the daughters, and I should escort her and we'll come right back. And because we're staying in an hotel called the Richmond Hotel, close to the ferry. This is now Manhattan side of the ferry station, Stand Ferry. So my mother took me to follow to Pennsylvania. So I told the hospital that they have to release me in 2001 to go to my immigration court hearing. And the hospital told me they have to speak with my mother's daughter, Balali, to see if what I'm saying is true. And they spoke with her, and the Balali told them it's a lie. I don't have an immigration case. Even though that Balali knew I had an immigration case, I used to call her from immigration prison. She couldn't answer the phone. And she later told me that she was hearing my phone calls, but she thought my case was hopeless. And that's why she didn't bother answering my phone. Because I was like, I was 19 when the immigration arrested me. And I had a green card. My mother had a green card. Because I started, as a foreigner, and she had a U.S. passport. I was a nobody. So why bother, even taking me serious? So, she sent mental illness on me, got me locked up in the psych ward in 2001. I was lying to the hospital that I don't have an immigration case. That's called a kidnap, and that's called obstruction of justice. So I called my immigration lawyer, Di Pietro, here in New York, and he called the hospital, told them I did have the case, and that's when the hospital released me to go to my immigration hearing. And they never prosecuted that Bolani for kidnap from foreigner across state lines. They never arrested my mother also for going to dump me there in Pennsylvania against my will. And 14 years later, since the daughters did that to me, they came and did it to my mother also. My mother was homeless again with me in 2015, and she went to live with her daughters in Pennsylvania. And she said that Bolani was poisoning her with car antifreeze fluid. So my mother ran back to New York with the Greyhound bus so she wouldn't die. And as soon as she got to New York, she collapsed, had a heart attack. So they took her to Bellevue. That Bolani came to Bellevue, lied to the hospital that my mother was crazy, came with the other daughter, Flora, and they lied to the Bellevue hospital that my mother was crazy to lock her up in the cycle. Even though my mother was having a heart problem. And that's when the hospital decided to lock my mother up. And that got my mother really angry. She died immediately. And I wanted to do an autopsy. That Bolani affair told the hospital to do an autopsy. So my mother said that those doors are part of the gang, and they are into insurance fraud. And since they've been getting jumped by foreigners and by people, I'm sorry, I'm a foreigner, getting jumped mainly by Americans, like the guy that came to touch me, they're bumping into me, they find anything they find out I don't like. I don't like people bumping into me, touching me, because I heard, people make claims now that they got bed bugs from touching your luggage. So in the Olympics, people were claiming that they were getting structured with bed bugs by touching other people's luggage. I just don't like people touching me or bumping into me. So now people would um would tiptoe around me just to touch me. Like as I was recording the song, as I was recording earlier, the police was coming closer to me, and this guy tiptoed around me and touched me. I said he wants to give me money. And as I was coming to the bathroom, also a black American male, he was wearing like a Department of Homeland Security jacket. It's a light blue. I believe that's the name of the employer that gives out that jacket. I couldn't see it very well. Around 10 years, and it was kind of bumpy before the police precinct. So they do immigration inspection here because this is the border, any water coast area. Any coastal area is a U.S. border surrounding the United States. So they're allowed to do immigration inspection. And my mother's daughter, Brianna and Fire, have stolen my green card because the immigration gave me my green card in 2008. And they gave me two mistakenly. My mother took one. And when they killed my mother, Brianna and Fire, they stole that green card. The other green card I had, when the police arrested me in 2019, went and dumped me in the psych ward, they stole that green card. So, since Trump says he's going to be deporting immigrants, they always try to harass in this area, so that could be arrested as a security threat. And they know I don't have my green card with me, so I could be deported. So Alvin Bragg got to do something. And also, generally, in Manhattan, the Washington Market Park, the park workers there, they harass me. For months now, they will leave the bathroom door open and they spray me with air freshener. Even in the cold, they won't let me in. So they say I can't be allowed to have heat. And today I was trying to use the bathroom at the Washington Market Park around 8 a.m. This black American giant of jumped away. You know, it was so rude to me. So I'm being gang assaulted, and my mother's and daughter's going to throw a part of the gang. And I think they may kill me and make money because I don't have any. I'm a single, unmarried, transsexual. I don't have any children. So they say normally if you die without a will, they'll give your property to any relative. You know, I've already stated that I, if I'm killed or harmed, only an international human rights organization or local human rights organization or any human rights activist in that kind of descending order should take over my case and get justice for me and my late mother. I don't want to be taken to any other country. I'm a U.S. permanent resident, and all the crimes I've experienced here, I believe necessitate me being here to get justice, whether I'm dead or alive. And I don't want to be cremated if I'm killed or whatever. I used to choose cremation, but now I would like an autopsy done. And only a human rights activist group or a local activist, anybody, in that descending order, should take over my case and get me justice in case I'm killed or decapitated. I use any asset I have to get justice for me and my late mother and give the remaining of my asset to anyone, to people suffering xenophobia like me. So under the right of sepulchre, so people can state their wish in case they're killed. So I'm being bothered by Black American gangs. Also, there's a Black American radio host, Hebrew in the morning. It's the safe for speaker stuff. Yeah, we can say that, and also it is part of, I believe it's also part of the gang. But at some point, it was trying to lure me to have physical contact with them. And it would told during the COVID, homeless on the street. All my ID had been stolen. And I would listen to his radio show, and he would to give them money to Black Americans. So he's trying to help them for COVID. And he encouraged people to call in if they have any financial issues. So I would leave his radio show messages, but they would never answer my phone call or call me back. Then later on, he started saying he wants to have sex, he likes to have sex with his listeners. So I've been noticing someone has been sending people to bump into me, in a sexual way, and I try to take them out. So I believe those with these liaisons, you know, we're just trying to lure me, use my financial expression to lure me to a threesome encounter and possibly kill me, you know, and my mother's daughter can go get all the money and just get my dad in a sex accident, and share it with the gang. Because my mother's other daughter is into drugs. Some days ago, like 2 days ago, yesterday, on his radio show was this aid program says now down in Pennsylvania. My mother's daughter is the leader in Pennsylvania, Florida. So, but the boldness, you know, all of them and these attackers is what really baffles me. And and it's not strange because they say Africa doesn't have a good image in America. So, Ghana